Hello, everyone. Welcome to Bilge Day. Enjoy.
Great.
Happy New Year, Spartans. You made it to 2022. I know they say new year, new you. I say new year, be true. You made it this far. We hope that you all had a restful break and that you were able to reflect and get prepared for what 2022 has in store.
Oh yes. I hope you all had a time to relax, just to unwind, and just take a mental vacation. But now we're back. It's time to set some New Year goals, some New Year objectives. What did you want to do to increase the person that you are? Especially, I'm talking about my freshmen. Shout out to all the freshmen that attend Hollywood Hills High School because you are the future. So, the freshmen, I want to re emphasize the importance of a GPA. You are going to be getting your first GPA after this quarter completes. And then, if you did well, good. If you didn't do well, that's okay too. This second half is an opportunity to push strong so you end the year off with a great GPA. So please make sure every opportunity that you are getting to practice your skills in math, English, science, social studies, and your elective that you continue to practice so you can increase that GPA.
Yes, please continue to put your foot on the gas. It's not time to break. These 5 months will go by so fast. So it's so important that you do what you need to do now that time is winding down, especially my seniors and my juniors. You're getting ready to embark on a new journey, um, new experiences. And so now is not the time to slow down. If you need help, make sure you come see us. Make sure you see that support. My seniors, for testing, please make sure you go to tutoring on Thursdays with Ms. Godora for SAT and ACT. That's a wonderful opportunity to not only meet your requirements, but to look into those scholarships and to get in some of the colleges of your choice. But please keep going, no time to break.
Once again, on my sophomores, if you need to recover a credit in English or math, please come see me. I am the person that can help you do that. Also, Ms. Williams, if you're a sophomore, M through Z, and then the last name, you can go see her for credit recovery so you can get that ball running. Focus on your class that you are now and you can get that credit recovery knocked out so you don't have to wait till senior year
Mm.
and it will have to pile up on you. Okay?
Yes, and just remember we're here to help you, but you have to meet us halfway, which means you have to put in the work, you have to ask for the help, you have to be willing to do the work. So we're just so excited about 2022. We're ready to see what you Spartans have in store.
Let's do it. 2022.
Hi everyone, I'm Ms. Ramos. I'm the 10th grade administrator. I'm also the administrator over the activities. And I'd just like to tell a few things to the seniors about some upcoming activities and dates to be aware of. First, we have our grad bash coming up, which is scheduled for April 1st. The due date for the application and the payment is coming soon, so please keep an eye out for the advertising on the website as well as over the intercom in our morning announcements as to when those are going to be available. They should be available to you soon. Another activity that's coming up for our seniors is prom. Prom is scheduled to be on May 14th at Bahia Mar. So again, more information on that when payment and permission forms will be available. Look out for that on our website as well as our Canvas course. Graduation, it's coming. Guys, get prepared. But again, we don't have official dates just yet, but please listen out for the announcements as well as all the information will be on our Canvas page as well as on our website. Cap and gown, we still have some we still don't have any information just yet. As soon as we have the information on purchasing your cap and gowns, you'll be the first to know. And last but certainly not least, seniors, we need to double check the spelling of your name and how it's going to look on your diplomas. So again, more information is going to be coming out by the end of the week on how to verify your name for our diplomas, for your diplomas, I should say. All right? Again, a lot of information is coming. I wish I could give you more specific details, but listen out for the announcements and our website as well as our senior canvas page. If you guys have any questions about the activities, please stop by and see me. My office is in hallway 8 in room 250. All right? Have a great day, guys.
Hi, I'm Darla Miller, and welcome to our Hollywood Hills Village Day. I'm here with Officer Maria Gasacco, here to answer some of our questions. Welcome. Hi.
Thank you for having me.
So first of all, how do you deal with like social media and bullying? Like, how do legal forces get involved?
Well, social media is all over now. So normally what happens is people are either sharing the link or texting it or posting it, reposting it. Somehow somebody gets involved and they kind of tell the police department. And depending on what it actually is, that's where we come involved. Or usually your school resource officers takes action. But if it's more than that, then you'll have BSO. They have a whole department just for that will come in.
Oh wow.
Yeah, depending on the threats, depending on what it is. If it's just bullying, just a simple one. Not that it's any better, but is it like a threat to the school? Is it depending on what it is. But
And I know all the cases vary, but what's like the minimum and maximum like legal consequences of things like bullying and taking advantage of social media and things like that?
Well, the school gets involved. You either get suspended, you can get kicked out of school, you can get charged, depending on what it is, misdemeanor or felony. It could be many things. I mean, it's case by case. It depends on the state attorney. It depends on, is this the first time, and what the actual case is.
Yeah. What can we as students do to prevent things from getting out of hand before you get called in?
Well, first, take action. Say something to somebody here in the school that can probably, stop it. It's just, like if one person who's ready to say something, and before it even gets out, if you can say something to an adult, the school resource officer, you can stop it right then and there. A lot of things you guys have is you guys are still trying to figure out yourself.
Yeah.
And one thing is that I always say, that I was always taught is, be you. Be comfortable who you are. Find out who you are. You're not going to be like everyone else. But once you're assured of yourself, then there's no need for that. A lot of this is because there's a lot of insecurity. So people, if you're the one who's being bullied, I always say, ask yourself, why are you being bullied? There's something wrong with that person. Like, it's not normal for someone to wake up and say, let me just destroy people. So, it just, that's not right. And that's not normally how we function. So there's something wrong for it. So, like, if you're bullying me, I'm going to say, well, what's wrong with her? Like, I'm not the problem. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So if you're the one being bullied, sometimes you have to just, like, think about and not take it as, I'm a victim, I'm this, I'm that, turn it around and say, well, why is this person even bullying me? What's the reason of it? There's something behind that. And if it's because I don't have the latest phone, well, if you don't have the latest phone, then you don't have the latest phone. Learn to accept who you are and what your family has and what they're capable of giving you or not, I didn't have much growing up. My parents just couldn't afford it. At that time, I felt like, why can't my dad give it to me? And I used to always tell him, put it on a credit card. I know what it's like to have a credit card now. I know what it's like to pay a credit card. It's not fun.
Yeah.
The interest rate, everything is not fun. So now I understand that as an adult, but at the time I couldn't. But my mom kept always telling me, if we just can't afford it, we just can't. And then I had to learn to say, okay, well, I'm glad you're able to have the latest phone. I'm happy that your mother is able to afford it. Mine can't. So I just have to just move on. And then that's it. Not take it to the extreme where now I gotta steal or I gotta start, teasing other people. Now, because you got the latest phone, now I'm gonna make fun of you something else. We gotta just stop that in general. Learn who you are and be proud of who you are. and what you have.
So we've heard a lot about these TikTok challenges and how damaging they are to the schools and teachers and just overall the environment. What's your take on it?
Don't do it. Don't fall into it. No, I know it's kind of the latest thing that it's just going around. But, understand the consequences that comes to this. When you're damaging property, it costs money. You're taking money away from that can go to your school. You're taking money away from something that, other than just money, you're also getting charged for vandalizing. It could be, which is either a felony, depending on the amount, it's either a misdemeanor or a felony. Just because you might think it's funny, and it really isn't funny. Especially when I guess the challenges of like slapping a teacher, that's battery. You gotta start thinking put yourself in that shoes if that was your parent, if your mom was a teacher, if you want someone to be doing that to your grandma, your mother, your father, or whatever. Think about these things, and if you know that somebody else is about to do it, say something, stop it from happening, because this is your school, your world. If you don't say something now, you're never going to say anything later on.
How do the consequences being taken, going further into legal misdemeanor, felony, and all that, how does that affect you as a student in the long run?
Well, if you get charged later on, if you got charged for vandalism and you got a felony charge for destroying property or anything, and later on you decide you want to become a police officer, or that's in your record. You want to become a teacher, that's in your record. So these are the stuff that you want to start thinking about, because then your options are very limited in the future in what you want to do. I know it seems fun, but it really isn't when it's affecting your future. So you got to really think about these decisions before you make it. And just because sometimes you're not directly involved as far as you doing it, but somehow if it links back to you, because technology is very well advanced where they can figure out where it came from, who did it, this and that, cameras and everything, you can be somewhat responsible as well. If we're not saying anything or kind of antagonizing someone, go ahead, do it, giving them that little push to actually do it when you should be stopping from someone doing it.
Well, thank you all so much for joining us today. Thank you for joining us, Officer. There are a lot of long-term effects to the things that you're doing, like bullying and taking advantage of social media, that really won't matter years ahead into the future. It doesn't matter as much as you think it does right now. And if you feel like you're experiencing things like that, bullying or taking advantage of social media or seeing somebody else do it, there are resources to call. There are ways to get ahead of it, and there are ways to deal with it in a way that won't affect your future. So again, thank you all so much for joining us today.
Time has finally come.
Spartans, remember, College Fair is February 3rd.
Make sure you have your questions ready for your colleges.
Don't miss out.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Village Day. It is Miss Pierce again, the 12th grade administrator, and today I just want to speak briefly with you about the volunteer service requirement for graduation and also how volunteering is important for our society. Why should you be getting volunteer service hours? First and foremost, it is a graduation requirement. 40 hours are required for a standard diploma. 75 to 100 hours are required for Bright Futures eligibility. And if you would like the Silver Cord of Distinction at graduation, you will need to earn 250 or more service hours. Having service hours increases your marketable skills. It improves your abilities to collaborate with others, problem solve, and communicate with others to accomplish goals. It creates a better community and world. Think about it. When you pay it forward to others, you are making things better for everyone, including yourself. Most important, it creates a positive environment. There is nothing more rewarding than giving to others. Our current status, Spartans, is that 1,137 of you have 0 hours recorded as of right now. We need to work on that. We have 341 of our Spartans who right now have less than 40 hours but are on their way, and there are only 61 seniors who have earned the required 100 hours for Bright Futures. Our goal for this year is that students earn at least 25 of the hours that they need for 9th, 10th, and 11th grade students, and of course, all of you seniors having the hours you need for graduation. We want to make sure that none of our Spartans have 0 hours at the end of the year, and that all of our seniors that have a 3.0 GPA have earned the 100 service hours required for full Bright Futures scholarships. The service hour requirements are as follows. Number 1, all service hours must be earned outside of school hours. There are some exceptions with some of our programs like Latinos in Action and Peers with Partner programs where students are able to earn hours during the school day. Service hours must be earned through a not-for-profit organization like a food bank, after-school program, or church. Students cannot receive compensation for the hours they serve as a volunteer. And paperwork for all hours must be submitted to Ms. Farquhar, who is in room 219, for review and approval each quarter. Please do not bring her hours from 2 years ago. You need to be turning your hours in each quarter. Some ways to earn volunteer service hours. You can go to www.handsonbroward.org, where you have a list of organizations and also a calendar of volunteer service events. Please remember to bring your volunteer service paperwork when you report to these organizations. We have the Key Club here on campus with Ms. Rosales. She is in room 267. That club is all about volunteer service. Ms. Silber, who is in Student Affairs, oftentimes has great opportunities for students to earn hours. If you continually and regularly check the school counselor Canvas page, we post any upcoming events that are either school-based, like the recent over winter break, we worked on inventory. We also had a school cleanup day a few months ago. So please go there and check for those opportunities, as well as any community opportunities that come up. We do post them on the school counselor Canvas page. You might also visit local community centers, the police athletic league associations throughout the county, different food banks, at churches, nursing homes, and assisted living facilities to learn about available opportunities at these locations. And one of the easiest ways to earn hours is to foster animals, and that can be done through the Humane Society. I sincerely hope you take heed and listen, as it is very important that you are earning your service hours. Usually seniors' service hours are due by March 1st, so as you know, you're running out of time. If you already have started your hours, please continue. Again, don't think about this just for the graduation requirements, but also think about how important it is to have a society where we have empathy and we care about others. Thank you so much for your time. Have a great Village Day.